If supply comes in as promised, we hope anyone who wants a vaccine will have the opportunity to be fully vaccinated by the summer, which will allow us to get back to normal, I believe back to normal by the 4th of July.
Encouraging words tonight from Governor Phil Scott as Vermont ramps up its vaccination program. We thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Lauren Maloney. While touting the progress of the state's efforts, Scott also predicted we may see life open up again this summer. This comes amid growing concern, however, about the spread of those variants you've been hearing a lot about. Local 22's Devin Bates joins us live in the newsroom tonight with more. Devin?
Yeah, Lauren, the recent vaccination progress is, as you heard Governor Scott say, the result of the state's steady uptick in supply. And pretty soon, every Vermonter over the age of 16 will be able to know when they can make an appointment.
With these assurances on supply, I'll also be able to outline the full schedule for all remaining age bands in order to accomplish making every Vermonter over the age of 16 eligible by the end of April.
On the heels of a prison outbreak at Northern Vermont Correctional Facility that resulted in over 100 positive cases, the state has begun vaccinating incarcerated individuals with high-risk conditions. This, as Health Commissioner Dr. Mark Levine said, the state as a whole continues to be at a heightened risk for community spread of the highly contagious UK variant. 4 more positive cases were detected, but Dr. Levine said that could be just the tip of the iceberg because the CDC itself admitted variant testing hasn't been what it should be.
They understand we're not doing a sufficient amount of searching. To be real, we actually are targeting specimens in areas we think are more likely to have the variant based on the clinical characteristics of what's going on in that part of the state.
This uncertainty is part of the reason why Governor Scott's administration has been hesitant to go any further than the incremental steps to reopen. But that explanation hasn't stopped questions about what's going to happen with bars, fairs, weddings, and other events.
By the first week in April, we'll be publicly showing you what our exit strategy is. So a lot of those timelines, a lot of those gathering limits and so forth will be in that strategy.
We've told you about Governor Scott's plan to get things, quote, back to normal by the 4th of July. Well, on Tuesday, he was asked what exactly his normal is.
From my standpoint, it's almost like we're back to where we were pre-pandemic in terms of having businesses open and being able to freely travel throughout the United States. Mask wearing, I don't think that will be completely over. There may be other restrictions that we're not aware of.
Governor Scott said that in Vermont, a lot of people's idea of normalcy would probably include the reopening of the Canadian border. He said he's asked the White House about details on that, but he hasn't received a definitive answer yet. Live in the newsroom tonight, Devin Bates, Local 22 News.